Hey, to all my listeners out there, this is J-Dub once again with Let's Chat. Just trying to see what's on the minds of people out there in the real world. I just want to enlighten some people on some of the things that's going on around us in today's society. I'm going to tell you what's on my mind today. What's on my mind today is the topic of the day is welfare. Welfare for the lazy people is a freeloader's dream. Did you hear me? I said welfare for lazy people is a freeloader's dream. Now, there are some pros and some cons to being on welfare, and not everybody's on welfare, and not everybody should be on welfare. But if you're the type of person that you don't like responsibility, you don't want to work, you don't like paying bills on your own, you don't like working hard, you don't make the right decisions when it comes to finances, you're picking and choosing people that are around you in your life that really doesn't have your best interests in mind, then I think welfare is for you. But personally, what I don't like about welfare is some of the people that are on it are doing a lot better than some of the people that are not on it, based on how many kids you have, which it all goes back to picking the right mate, choosing the right person that you want to have children with, somebody that's gonna come together and y'all got like minds to do this raising baby together thing. Then you wouldn't have to be relying on the government, or, for better words, taxpayers, to help you raise your children. I think they should go back some years, back in the 1970s, but actually welfare goes back a little farther than that. It goes back to the 1930s, where after the Great Depression, then they invented a program which is called welfare to help those in need. I didn't say help those in want. I said help those in need. And they created a program that would help a lot of single mothers provide for their kids on a regular basis. They had housing programs, they had food stamps, they had other type of programs where you could qualify and be able to take care of yourself as well as your kids. But as we move forward here in today's society, a lot of people are taking advantage of the welfare system, and they're lying, they're cheating, and they're stealing from the government. But then you got some that are just downright just having kids based on how many food stamps they're going to get. Maybe they can help me with a housing program which is called Section 8, and they would pay 85% of my rent, and I'll pay 15% of my rent. Then I can let my no good man come live with me, and we'll live happily ever after, off the government's and off the taxpayers' money. That is what I don't like about it. But there are others out there that does need assistance, does need help. But they need to put a time limit on it to where, yes, we will help you, but we won't hurt you. And what I mean by that is, yes, we'll help you out of your situation, but we won't keep you there long enough to hurt you to where you'll start depending on us and you be lazy-minded and you won't go out and do anything on your own. But I like welfare back in the 70s. As I can remember as a child, they helped people out in need. They gave them food stamps. They helped them with their rent. They gave them free cheese. They gave them powdered eggs. They gave them powdered milk. Things like that. And once they gave you these things, you could not have anybody living with you. You could not have a man living with you at all. You would be appointed to a social worker, and she would come out to your house once a month, and she would come to your home, and she would just sit there and talk to you and see how things were going. And at the same time, in a sneaky way, she would check out your house and make sure you didn't have anything that showed signs that you were doing okay. So I can just remember back in those days where, you knew when they were coming, so you was able to hide your beta, your VHS. If you had a color TV back in them days, you hid it. If you had a microwave back in those days, you hid those. Anything that showed signs of that you was improving and you didn't need welfare any longer, you hid it before they got there. That's what I can remember as I was growing up as a child on welfare. Yes, we was on welfare. There's nothing to be ashamed about. When you need help, you just need help. That's my first segment on welfare. On my next segment, I'm going to give you some numbers and I'm going to give you some statistics on welfare. Once again, this is J-Dub with Let's Chat. This is to be continued. This is part 1.